I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for that doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss.
Pacers were going to make the playoffs. It didn't end so well for you, brother.
If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool.
You fell asleep at the trade deadline when we had a trade to get Kyle Lowry out of here.
Found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me keep on running toes. They gonna take it.
This is when you got to tell.
I've been doing this.
I filled it in. No time for that doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for that doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I'm paying the cost. I'm ready to win. Yeah. Refuse.
This man got on touche. I thought I was tripping.
And he on mute.
You mute.
Man.
Well, I'm glad I'm on mute because I called myself the wrong name. Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. Oh,
did it again? You're not even used to it.
You're not though.
Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. I'm first place in the NFC East. Joe Jordan. Here with two of my bros, man. We got a great show for y'all today. We had a wonderful Sunday. We had one game that was, I want to say it was back and forth, but it was a close game. And then we have another game that wasn't too close. And y'all probably wouldn't have like, Joe, y'all took an L. Why do you have on the shades? Let me explain. Number one, the Eagles beat the Browns by 4 points. So they basically lost. The Cowboys got destroyed on the 82nd birthday at home. And the Giants, do I have to say more? Daniel Jones is looking like Daniel Jones. But look, we got to talk about the Washington Commanders losing the battle of the Beltway to the Baltimore Ravens, led by MVP frontrunner Lamar Jackson. And lastly, we got to talk about the Detroit Lions slaughtering the Dallas Cowboys. But look, I got two of my bros with me. I got CTC's finest. Make sure y'all subscribe to CTC, Carl Tucker College, Texas #1, baby. ain't no conversations no more. All right, what they gonna say now? I know we got Jordan next week. It's gonna be another
This week.
Oh, you know what I mean, like this upcoming game, basically. All right, so CTC Carl, make sure y'all subscribe to him. He excited right now. His Ravens won and his part-time Lions won. And then we got Michigan Dunson himself. One of the hosts of In the Red Corner. Make sure you guys subscribe to that. My boy Tomo. How you doing, man? Fellas.
Y'all probably wondering why I got on two pairs of shades, because I got to take two L's. Take one off because I got to watch the Commanders still be in first place. I take the second pair. I might want to keep the second pair on because Detroit, man. My man was 5-1. I ain't going to say too much, man. Y'all did y'all thing, man. Cowboys is just terrible.
Tomo, tell the truth. You took the first shades off because Maryland got whooped by Northwestern Friday.
First of all, no. I took them shades off after I bought you that bowl. Okay, them shades is in the trash. All right. Wale. Hey, how you doing, Carl?
Hey, man, I appreciate the intro, but hey, Joe, I need one thing, and this is just for the Couriers and the Couriers only. I need to be introduced as first place in the chats.
I got you. Okay, my bad. First place in the chats, cars. By the way, you know, asterisk 4 and 2, 4 and 2. You know, we got the tiebreaker though. I just want to let the people know we got.
No, you can even put the asterisk just for the Couriers. You can just put asterisk just for the Couriers because I really don't care. But he wanted to bring it up at the beginning of the week last week, so asterisk just for the Couriers is fine with
me. But yeah, y'all, listen, it's Monday. I know it's a day, you know, where people don't have work. All right. But my boy Dave is not here. So y'all know what we do. His team finally got a W, you know, on Thursday. I know he's excited. Finally at 500, you know. So let's turn up for the one time for my man Dave.
Turn me up, up, up.
All right, y'all. So look, we are streaming this on 2 platforms, YouTube and Facebook. So make sure y'all like the video on both of the platforms. Subscribe and follow on all of our social media platforms. You can follow us anywhere at Refuse to Lose Sports, except for X at R2L Sports. So make sure y'all follow and subscribe on all of our platforms and share this video with the sports fans so they can come on and watch live, because they could be part of the show by being in the comment section. We can see all the comments y'all will be putting out throughout the show. Shout out to my boy Daniel for being the first comment. Shout out to you for being here early. And then look, y'all, last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. Tomo, floor is yours.
And if you're watching from at home, I know you all, we do the special banners and all of that. And I know my guy here, shout out to my man by way of Detroit. Oh, what's that? The countdown?
Nah, that's my charger.
I thought you knew Mike was getting fired. All right. Let's not talk too fast. But would you say backstage, Carl? You said 12 years?
12 years. I think that was a playoff game. Well, maybe 11 and a half-ish. I think it was 2013.
Well, we can round up and go 12 years of this just sheer madness, upsets about referees. I'm not gonna say about the players on the field, more so about referees. But again, a few coaches, a few mistakes, a few podcasts, interviews, a few people walking in the tunnel. I mean, there's so many things that you can mix into this rivalry. Both teams play on Thanksgiving. One guy sent someone's a DM after you posted them on your Instagram stories, and you're going to send them a DM and say something. Meanwhile, he went and got a touchdown. Shout out to your parlay, even though he wasn't on, said Jordan Lewis. But again, this just goes back. There's so many rivalries within the state of Michigan. You got MSU versus Michigan. You got Spartans, you got Wolverines. But at the end of the day, the one team I think they all really can't stand is the Cowboys. And it makes sense because it's America's team. It's the American dream, to go up to Detroit, and you get one of those factory jobs, you working for Chevy or you working for Ford, and you out there, you're making an honest living for your family. And then you got BMF that comes through and makes everything great. We got the Buffs, and, we all say, what up, though? And right now, I'm saying all this because I'm on my soapbox, but I'm also feeling time because I don't want to talk about this 47-9 whooping that the Detroit Lions put up on these Cowboys, man. It was another game of the week in which I had to hear Tom Brady talk about how he tried to come back, or how he came back in that Super Bowl from being down almost 20-something points, which is also starting to let me know that the NFL is rigged, because this is the 4th time the Cowboys have been at home, and Tom Brady has to talk about his comeback from that Super Bowl game while he's talking about what the Cowboys need to do. But that's neither here nor there. Jared Goff threw 3 touchdown passes. I think Montgomery and Gibbs is still running. I think Williamson is still running as well. I don't know. It's just so many people that's just been running. I think Skipper's out there. Carl, how you doing, man? I got you.
Great. I'm marvelous. I mean, besides, the D-Town beatdown y'all just got, my team won. Nevada, the team, if you watch CTC, I'm behind. Got a nice little dub, but am I kicking this topic off?
Yeah, I got your name up here and everything.
Cool. So, boom, right? I told y'all what was coming. I posted the RDC World clip of CD Lamb, played by Mark Phillips, and Dak Prescott beefing. And I told Cardo, y'all drove down the field first drive, cool, but it's only going to get you 3 points. And y'all kicked it. Hey, kicker, one of the best players on your team. Not even a joke. Like, he's just nice. The Lions came down and ran the ball down your throat, which is Detroit Lions football, man. They're going to run Demo. They're going to run Jameer. You got to stop them boys. And if you can't stop them, you got to load the box. And the St. Brown and J-Mo and Khalil, I almost said Khalil Shakur, Khalif Raymond, guys like that, they're going to take the top off. Now, St. Brown didn't really do that much damage yesterday. He didn't. I mean, he was a part of the flea flicker, the reverse pass to Sam Laporta down the sideline. He was a part of that. But for the most part, St. Brown didn't go too crazy. He had some timely catches here and there. But the run game was just clicking too well for the Lions, which, I mean, has been a theme against the Cowboys. The Cowboys not being able to stop the run. And then Brian Branch, not even a defensive. Brian Branch was a turnover creator yesterday. 2 picks He tried to score on that last pick, what almost cost me my money. He tried to score on that last pick, and he forced the fumble on Flournoy because Flournoy decided to hold the ball in his inside hand, which is a cardinal sin. No. Once you're on the sideline, you got to get that ball to your outside hand. That way you can try to stiff arm any defender coming, and defenders don't have an easier shot at punching that ball out. He had to switch his hands. He did not switch hands. Got the ball out. Nothing really more I can say. It was just utter domination. Lions took the Cowboys to the woodshed and did unspeakable things. And I really can't speak on it too much. Like Tomo said, man, 12 years of pain and suffering went all into that game last night.
To the woodshed? There's so many Lion references that you could have used, and you just took us to the woodshed?
That's a Michigan State reference.
It makes sense. We still we gonna get y'all next year, but okay.
Nice, funny.
I'm getting my Chipotle bowl back. I wasn't betting on this one. I wasn't running it back on this one because I said
we're running back Michigan State, Maryland. You might not want to do that though.
I'm gonna think about it. But anyway, let's get back to the pros right quick. Now, I've been talking about this for a while, and Joe kept saying, he was like, man, remember we had the debate about the Saints, where I said, if you're talking about who the best team in football right now, I'm going to say it's the Saints. But if you ask me overall, I'm going to say it's the Detroit Lions. And everybody was like, why would you say that? What's changed about this team? They actually built through the draft, and they just got better. I think they more so had a chip on their shoulder, one, not because of the Dallas Cowboys, but because of the way they lost to the 49ers in that playoff game, where it was like, look, this was our time. This was our year. So we're going to come back, and we're going to show everybody what it is. And that's just what they've been doing. I mean, they had a few games where they didn't look like themselves, but again, this team can run the football. Also, prayers up to Aiden Hutchinson. Like, that was just a freak accident. Like, that one there, man, I didn't even know what happened until I went on Twitter. I was like, man, why everybody surrounding him? And then I said, ooh. So
I couldn't look at that.
Yeah, nah, hopefully he recovers from that and he bounces back and he's 100% and he's still the player that he was before that happened. But then I also looked at it and said, one, they can run the football, they got the wide receiver weapons, and they got this guy that texted the team that was in my division and said, I don't want to coach y'all. I want one more year because I got to finish something. He's pulling a Dan Quinn, basically. Like, I got to finish what I started here. And Ben Johnson said, I'm going to go back and run it back and add more to my catalog because I'm going to show y'all what I could do with offensive linemen. And that right there is why I felt like you all would win the game when me and Cardo did the panel. I said, I think the Lions can win this year, bro. They're going to beat us. But I'm going to say we're going to get the dub because we in Dallas. Like, that's the only reason I'm going to say it, because we in Dallas. And if the game is close, we get the dub. From the gate, they were letting the refs know, we're checking our offensive lineman in. Hey, we're checking our offensive line. Hey, he's in the game. I want y'all to know that. Even on a play where they ran it right up the gut, I seen it. They ran over, he checked in. I said, bro, they about to just run it up the middle with Montgomery. I don't know why they did all that. And what they do, hop over, touchdown. Then he do the Disney Channel thing. I was like, oh, they turning up right now. Everybody was looking at it like Dak Prescott is 5-0 against this team. I said, okay, that's cool, but today not going to be the day. As we started driving down the field, I knew we lost the game when they kicked the field goal after that first possession. I said, if you can't score against this team and your defense has no players, it's going to be bad for you. And that's exactly what happened. What happened right after that call? Y'all ran down, scored a touchdown, 7-3. Next possession, what happened? Dak started pressing again, interception. They kick a field goal. Our defense hold them to a field goal. I said, all right, we got a chance. Nah, it's not happening. It's not happening. You can see it on the sideline. It's not happening today. And I really want to come on here and talk about the stats. And I know, Joe, you probably going to talk about the stats also about how this team just keep getting blown out at home. I mean, they outscored 83-28 in the first half of the last 4 home games. If you're just going to be 1-10 if you want to include the Packers. So that's 110 to, like, I don't even want to do the math.
You ain't got to bring it up, bro.
It's cool. It's cool. No. Today's the day. We're going to get it all out. We're going to get it all out. Because I got a bye week next week. I ain't got to talk about this team, so I'm going to say everything I got to say. But the last time this team has played a game like this was against a similar team in the same division, was the Green Bay Packers with Wade Phillips. This team got demolished. It was like 44-7 or something like that. And Wade Phillips got fired as soon as he stepped off the plane. I don't know what's going to happen to Mike McCarthy, but I see the same resemblance in this team. You have a good quarterback. You have a good wide receiver. You have a bunch of people on defense. with a decent cornerback who's trying to come back from an ACL. He's great when he's healthy, but right now he's trying to come back from an ACL injury. So right now he's just a shell of himself. This whole defense is a shell of themselves. And that's the one thing I will give you hats off. And I told you it was going to happen for you, Joe. Dan Quinn. He going to give these guys confidence. He going to give a bunch of guys confidence that don't believe that the league said they shouldn't be in the league anymore. Look at Malik Hooker. Dante Fowler. I'm not going to say too much about what he did yesterday.
Chill out on Malik Hooker. Malik Hooker's a former first round pick.
But he didn't have no confidence. You can see how he's playing out there. Did you see? Do you want to go back and see the tackles that he was missing?
You got it. Go ahead. I'm just saying he's a former first round pick, but go ahead.
Hey, I was a former first round pick to somebody too. It didn't pan out with me and them. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm somebody else's third round pick. It is what it is. You get what I'm saying? But they got a ring with this third round pick. That's all I'm saying. So look, at the end of the day, it don't matter where you get drafted, it's how you play once you get on the field. And this team acting like they don't even want to be on the field. Everybody got all their money. And I'm so happy that it was Jerry Jones' birthday because look, this is what you get. This is what you get when you play with the fans' emotion. It's almost something you're going all in and you're going to try to make things better. And then 5 weeks later, you go into the draft saying, well, we really like our guys and we're going to believe in our young guys and we're going to see what happens. You do know you got the number one schedule, right? You do know you're playing the AFC North, right? Like, this might not be the year you want to trust the youngins. Like, you might want to actually bring some weapons out there because we scraped by the TJ Watt thing. You know, we fought back in the Ravens game. But again, you gave them the running back that you should have had to actually probably help you keep that game more competitive. You get what I'm saying? Now you're looking at a team up in DC with I don't even know what to say about this quarterback, man. This guy just balling every chance he get. The Giants gonna be the Giants. And again, I don't know what's wrong with the Eagles. They have a good roster. I just don't know what's wrong with them. So at the end of the day, Jerry, I don't know what you banking on. I don't know what you banking on, but this ain't it. So that's what you get on your birthday. There you go.
You want to read a super chat, Tomo? Shout out.
Read it out loud, brother.
I want to read, or do you want to read? You know, you played them.
I'll read it. Oh, I'll read it. That's cool. Shout out to TYP. My man Ty, Ravens fan. Member for 15 months. It's crazy. Ravens won, no decapping. Shout out to the best network. Let me read out again. Ravens won, no decapping. Shout out to the best network. Hashtag no deducking. Also, shout out to In the Red Corner, CTC, Carl Tucker College, and King's Talk, and all of the other shows. Hashtag R2L. Oh, man.
Donations.
Now, Tombo, watching that game, first of all, I didn't watch the game live. All right, so for those who don't know, I play in an adult basketball league, had a game at 6. I normally like to get there early, get shots up. So I missed the entire game. And we hosted Sunday dinner. So after the game, I started to help my wife a little bit. And I left. So then Tone in the chat was talking crazy throughout the whole Commanders Raven game. I said, you know what? I'm going to have to check the score now. I didn't want to do it.
Man.
I'm going to check the score. Before our game started, I checked the score. The score was like 27-3, 27-6. It was something crazy like that. I was like,
probably 27-3. No, 6, 27-6.
It was 27-6, I think.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I don't know what happened. I ain't watched no highlights, nothing. And then like this morning, or today, I rewatched the game. I watched the game. And as I'm watching, I was telling Tom this backstage. I'm like, okay, first ride, kick field goal. Okay. Got punched in though, but it's okay. They come down, scores. Jordan Lewis, hold on to the white, whatever that is in the back of their jerseys, right? He was getting dragged into the end zone. All right, shout out to Montgomery. Then the second drive, y'all moving. First drive, I was like, okay, that should have been a pick, but then what's the name called it? You know what I mean? The second drive, y'all moving the ball. I'm like, okay, CD getting touches. You know, Tober cuts a pass on the sideline. I'm like, okay. I'm okay, looking good. Get to the red zone, and then Dak throws an interception. I was like, choke. So what I'm realizing with y'all, Tomo, y'all move. Well, you can probably say this about most teams, but y'all team's morale is based off your QB's performance. When your QB is playing well, y'all look different. But when he makes a mistake, it's like somebody put a knife into the whole team. It's like the effort is not there no more. CD is throwing his hands up. Like, y'all look like a different team when y'all came out the next drive. I think I got a 3-0. Something like that. I think I got 3-0 next drive. And I don't know. I'm not an NFL quarterback. Okay. But when you see all when you see zero blitz, it's a clear zero blitz. You be talking about all the linebackers are at the line of scrimmage, and you got DBs there too, and you know it's zero blitz. Why are you like? I don't know, Carl. You could probably speak to this better than me, but like when somebody get like a veteran quarterback gets sacked in that moment when it's an all-out blitz. To me, it's like, come on, man, because you know it's coming. You gotta find your hot route or get the ball out your hands, whatever.
Yeah, it depends. So sometimes people try to think it's not coming, so they'll try to outsmart the DC and like, oh, they showing, but they ain't coming, and then they do come, and now it's like, oh, I ain't think it was coming. I have nothing set up. But sometimes, like you said, they'll know it's coming, they'll set it up, and they'll take away the first read. They'll take away. They're like, all right, so maybe like the DC's playing chess, so they know this the hot route. We watch film, we know when we come in, this the hot route. We gotta take this away early. So now that's taken, and it's like, I got 2 seconds, my hot route gone. Like, I can't go nowhere with this ball. So it all, it's chess matches between QBs and DCs and stuff.
Yeah. So that as a veteran quarterback got sacked on that blitz, right? But what won this game was the trenches. Detroit Lions in the trenches was just more dominant than the Cowboys, which I think we all expected. But Tomo, you said something about Dan Quinn. Defense not the same. Now, obviously, y'all ain't got Michael Parsons or your boy Lawrence. So we got to make sure we
Well, he was losing when they was there. He make no difference. What you thought was gonna happen when they wasn't there? They should have got 60. Saints put up 40 with them there.
And then the Saints had all the time. When we say Derek Carr had all the time.
Ain't nothing changed. So go ahead, Dan Quinn.
Now back to what you said. Like you mentioned, Wade Phillips, all right, who took over the defensive coordinator position as a head coach, and y'all actually won. Y'all actually look good. But y'all got rid of him, right? And Mike McCarthy, they asked Jerry Jones, will you consider a coaching change? You know what he said? He got mad at the reporter. He said, why would I consider that? Am I an idiot? Do you think I'm an idiot? I'm like, Jay, I know it's your birthday. I think you're upset. But that's a real question. Like, come on, man. And then Jerry Jones said he was surprised that y'all lost his bad after not doing nothing all season. So this is my question for you, Tomo. All right. And then also, somebody asked Jerry Jones this question. I should have had a clip ready. It's probably the best question I ever heard somebody ask Jerry Jones. He said, when is it time for you to take ownership? He asked Jerry that. Jerry said, excuse me, I already have ownership. That I already have. Like he got real like personal with it. But dude, like when are you going to take ownership in these losses? We asked that question. I was like, whoa, dude.
You might not see him no more.
Ever again. He just lost all his credentials. It's gone.
So, Tomo, like, honestly, man, like you said it yourself. Y'all got a bye week next week. This is the time to let it all out, right? What do you think Jerry Jones need to do?
Because it's a family show, I'm going to give you the Disney Channel answer. Honestly, bro, you can't teach your old dog new tricks. That's what they told me on In the Red Corner when I was talking about Earl Spence, right? So technically at this point in his age and his career, this is who it is. Like, this is what you're going to get. And this is also why when I was having that mini crash out moment in the Steelers game, that was my wake up to reality moment. It was like, bro, it just is what it is with this team at this point. Because he's not going to go get somebody. There's players out there that don't want to be on teams. You can actually add weapons to this team. We know you build good through the draft, but technically, just go make a few trades. Like the second round names, I can name some of these second round picks that was just bust or just dud. I ain't gonna say Schoonmaker is a bust, but that's a dud. There's a few other second round picks that we had. Taco Chalk. There's a few other players. Another Michigan player, but again, Mozzie Smith, another Michigan. The only one that worked out is Jordan Lewis, and as a Cowboy player, he did work out. He ain't gotta be Trayvon, but he's a solid defensive player. You know what I mean? Actually, the most consistent player that we got on defense right now. So again, as far as just that, you can give up a second round pick to go get a vet. I mean, I wouldn't give it up to go get Amari Cooper, Like you could trade something less than that for Mari Cooper because he clearly don't want to be with the Browns. The Browns don't even want to be with the Browns. And when you asked that reporter asked that question to Jerry Jones, I already knew he was gonna have the same question the same answer that Kevin Stefanski had about Deshaun Watson. They was like, "Who's your starting quarterback next week?" He said, "Oh, I'm going with Deshaun." I said, "Nobody in the NFL knows what's going on. Like, what is up with these people? Are you not watching what's out there?"
Politics and money, man. I'm telling you.
I mean, but at the end of the day, and I heard it on Law Nation, what was funny, and I'm glad you asked that question, Joe. He was like, other owners in the NFL treat their teams as a hobby. So this is why they actually can go out and win games. Outside of y'all own, I think he's actually a fan of the team because he's from the area. But he's also letting the people, he's putting the right people in the right position so that he can enjoy watching this team. Maybe that's what the Cowboys need to do. They need to have like a decade of just being bad. So then it could be like, hey, let's bring somebody in here who actually wants to see us win again. Because right now, we're such a hot topic that it's just like, I don't care. But going back to what I was saying, I said a lot. But Jerry Jones treats this team because this is the only way he makes money. He makes money through the stadium and he makes money through marketing. So he's going to keep treating this team as his only sole income. This is what it is. I'm going to keep doing this nonsense until maybe one day I can, be like a snake oil salesman and hit and strike for gold and we win the Super Bowl. But until then, I'm going to just keep letting Stephen A. Smith and all these other networks feed off of my team winning or losing. Because it's kind of funny. Everybody doing the 180 again. When all season, y'all knew this team wasn't going to be this good. But y'all let us win 2 games. And y'all was like, they got a decent roster. Now we get smacked by the Lions. They like, man, this roster is just bad. I'm like, come on, bro. Ain't nothing changed about this roster. So what made you think it was good versus week 2 versus week 9? Will, it's week 5. Just is what it is.
Week 6.
See, I don't even know what week it is no more. Long as we beat one of these teams in the NFC East, man. We gotta be more than the Giants because they bad.
Do y'all think that Jerry Jones cares more about University of Arkansas than Dallas Cowboys? Because I think he might care. I think he might care a little bit more than University of Arkansas than Dallas.
He care about Dallas, but I'm not gonna lie. As a owner, he's smart. He's at every press conference, win, lose, or draw, which is it brings attention. Everyone want to hear from the owner, the big guy. Like he makes sure the Cowboys stay relevant in the media. I mean, look at what he did. Like was willing to give CD and Dak more money just so they could linger into the media long enough, which is crazy. And they don't got enough for Derrick Henry. But go ahead.
My bad. My question wasn't like care about status. My question was caring about winning. I think he cares more if the University of Arkansas wins more than he cares about.
I want to say that he don't have control over Arkansas like he does with the Cowboys.
Do you know how much Jerry? I'm pretty sure is the biggest booster that University of Arkansas has.
But is he the GM though? Is he the making the decision?
That's what boosters basically are. Boosters fund the money to go get the players.
That's different. He funds the money. I'm talking about he's not the guy drive. Drive. He ain't the guy that's finding the play. He's not building that roster like he's doing with Dallas.
Yeah, but I get that. He's not the guy. I get he's not the guy hand picking the guys for Arkansas, but he's probably the guy that coaching staffs and people are having meetings with, like Jerry. For example, Taylor Green, their prize quarterback from Boise State. They probably went to Jerry like, Jerry, Taylor Green is an athletic specimen. He's leaving Boise State. We need your help with this NIL money to bring him
here.
So
different.
And Jerry probably opened up that checkbook and said, "Look,
honestly, that's the Jerry I miss.
I got you.
But that's the Jerry need.
I got
you,
Joe.
One we need.
The reason why I say this is because he could have did the same thing with Derrick Henry, and he didn't even give him a call.
Because he's the decision maker. Like, no, get me wrong. Jerry drafts really good. I'm gonna give him props for that. He does a good job.
That's Will McClay. So look, I'm gonna tell you like this, Joe. I'm gonna tell you like this, Joe. Jerry Jones at this point is just the face of the team. Like when it comes to like the X's and O's and the nobody knows players, I say Steven being cheap, but Steven and Will McClay actually might run this team better than Jerry when he leaves because they actually go out and get the players. It's like right for the coach's system. Jerry at times is the one that wants to keep everything lingering in the media, and it's just like, bruh, if you signed Dak 6 months ago, I promise you we could have had Derrick Henry and another wide receiver. Why are you dragging this out? You do the same thing with CD. Another thing I want to add to this, though, Joe, is to answer your question. What does Jerry Jones need to do? Honestly, had my answer and I forgot. You done got me on a tangent. I'll remember it at some point.
I got
Oh,
one for you.
better evaluate his players mentally.
I was just gonna say, just get out of there.
You said what? Wait, Carl. You said evaluate his players mentally?
Mentally, yes. Where's the mental toughness and fortitude with this team? Because I know you don't like to be challenged at the top, but again, nobody challenges nobody on the sideline. Like the one thing that people used to rag on Dez Bryant about, or same thing with Odell Beckham, is like, bruh, we down 27-6 at home for the fourth time. We at home and everybody just on the sideline, like, I guess this is what it's gonna be today. And they looking at tablets. I'd have smacked the tablet out of that can after he threw that pick. I'm like, what are you? You wasn't looking at the pick, so why are you looking at it now? Like, all right, bro. Y'all got it. Now I'm getting hot in the shirt. Let's go.
No, I get you. You don't got a guy that expect greatness like Dez Bryant did. Dez Bryant expected greatness, and when he lashed out because it wasn't being met to that expectation, he got castrated, or not castrated. I don't even know what it's used for. Sorry, he got chastised instead of praised for expecting better for his team. The media instead demonized him. Hey. So I get what you're saying.
And Micah doing podcasts with Darius Slay every week. Like, bro, I don't know why you want to see that.
I ain't gonna lie, I have no issue with that, bro. That's off the field. I don't, bro. It's off the field. They got lives. I understand they're athletes, but they got free time. So I mean, what they do in their free time is what they do in their free time.
Carl,
I can't get with that, bro.
Carl, this ain't the time. This ain't the time.
But what would you rather him do? You rather him do a podcast with Darius Slay or do something stupid? And
you know what you need? You know what he could do on that podcast is go back and let's have a film session with him. Let's watch the film with you, Micah. Let's do that. So we could be like,
say he's not watching film in his free time.
No.
We just see a glimpse of what he's doing in his
free time. I think about what they talked about though. They was talking about the beef between Gardner Johnson and Micah.
No, they did another podcast. That's what you refer to, right?
Another one?
Yeah, they back at it. And this week they basically talking about everything that the segment that I tuned into was everything that Carl just said, was more so how the fans always look at the fans treat the game more serious than the players do. Like, and they was like, well, we friends off the field, but when we get on the field, we actually want to go back and forth. Like, I want y'all to lose. All right, cool. But at the end of the day, Carl, I'm all for what you're saying. But what I need from somebody who told me that he was going to be more of a vocal leader is to show it. I'm not seeing it. There's no changes in this team at all. Like, the one thing that people killed Michael Irvin for was when he first got to Dallas, right? He said he went in the locker room, and Jordan did this too. After I look around to see who don't want to win, hey, Jerry, I need them out of here because they're not helping the situation. You just letting this linger. Like, and you want to be the face of the team. Jerry going to listen to you. He need to go. He need to go. He need to go.
Who's to say he hasn't done that? We don't know.
Trust me, he ain't do that.
Hey, real quick, guys. Here's a sound before you go to the next topic.
One of them did that.
Here's the sound bite from the Jerry Jones thing I was thinking about. Hold on, there.
But how do you and how will you take ownership? Well, let me say this: I have ownership, so there's no taking. I got it.
Jerry was
being smart. He was just being a smart aleck. He knew what he meant.
And with that being said, man, we done took up too much time talking about this bye-week team.
Wait, can I get one more thing off? Detroit played with Detroit didn't take Dallas serious by the end of the first quarter, man. I've never seen a catch lateral to an offensive tackle, bro.
Oh.
They started playing with Dallas.
They did like a triple flea flicker too, something like that.
Mike was talking about that on the podcast, bro.
They did a tackle eligible play, a streak, a goal line play. The Taylor Decker tried to get the 2-point conversion back from last year, and then they did a hooking lateral down at Benet Sewell. Hey, Dan Campbell said, "Hey, Ben Johnson, call whatever you want. This game over."
Ben Johnson was so upset that the play got called back. He looked at the reference like he looked at him like, "What are you doing?" Like, he was really upset. He's like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah,
but that's another thing, and that's another thing too. And we out of here after this. Him and Darius Slay talking about the beef between the Lions and the Cowboys on the show, and he's like, "Man, you know they took this game personal because they kept trying to get an offensive line." I was like, "Cut the show, cut the show." If you knew that, why weren't you in there talking to him? Man, you know what? Ravens, Commanders. I don't even know how I'm gonna finish the show, man. Let's go, man. I got it. All right, let me get back, man. Look, this game right here, man. We talking about the Battle of the Parkway. If you was not a members only fan, become a member, not a fan, a member only member. I'm sorry. If not, please become a member only All-Star and above so you can go back and watch what happened here because my man Joe, man, you held it down, Joe. It was 3-on-1, or as Vaughn would say, a 3v1. These kids today, man, they taking over the lingo. 3 versus 1. Joe said, you going to get this work. I think Jaden Daniels heard you, but Lamar Jackson finished it for you. So the game went, and the Ravens said 30-23 at the bank, Mo's versus Yo's. And I think the dummies came out victorious, but Zay Flowers had a lot to say about it. It's not my game. Y'all heard me talk about the Cowboys too much. I'm going to sit back and I'm going to say, well, the loser goes first. Mm-hmm. So, Joe, Lamar Jackson outdoed that MVP. You still ain't seen nothing like him before? Tell us what you seen, man.
Hold up. Before we go, Blaze, hold up, brother. I know you want to move on to the next topic, but I got one question.
And just like Jerry Jones, I accept all coins. You know what I mean? $1.99 for your mind. 47.
That's all he put. Man, look, shout out to the Ravens. Ravens held it down. Shout out to Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson picked us apart from the pocket. You know, like he had his moments when he ran the ball, but it's funny. He ran the ball 11 times. I don't remember 11 times him running. But he did he did most of his damage for real in the pocket. I gotta give him that. Now we had the members only, and you know I truly believe we can win this game. And then when Brian Robinson was out, I still believe we can win this game. So I don't want nobody feeling like, oh, we only lost because we ain't had Brian Robinson, all that stuff. I do think Brian Robinson would have helped, obviously, in our like goal line situations, but we scored once we got up there. So that's why I'm not like saying like, oh, he would have made a huge difference. He would have made a difference in our run game. We couldn't get nothing in the run game. I will say that. But what hurt us this game was, number one, we know the defense is horrible. I feel like for a rookie quarterback, it's a lot of pressure for this dude to like score almost every drive because there were critical moments when we had the ball that we could have scored, but we didn't. Like Zacchaeus dropped a big catch on second down from Jaden Daniels, put it right on the money. He dropped it. That would have given the first down, and then we couldn't move the chains. Now I told Tom was backstage. I'm not gonna complain too much about it, but the jersey tug on Noah Brown on third down, I feel like that was a big play too, and they didn't call nothing, but it's all good. It's part of the game. That was a big play that could have moved the chains, you know, and because I feel like when Zacchaeus dropped that first pass, if I'm not mistaken, I think we were tied 3-3, if I'm not mistaken, and we could have took the lead. I think we were tied in the moment. I think we were. I'm not sure. I don't remember.
I think when it was tied 3-3, did we go down and score? It might have been
no. We sacked Lamar. We sacked Lamar, and y'all had a
we got a field goal because y'all scored first. Y'all scored first.
No,
then we scored. Then Zacchaeus dropped it.
There you go. All right. So then on top of that, hold on, y'all.
No, that's not even it either.
No, that's what happened. They punted. He dropped it.
No, that wasn't a Zacchaeus drive.
After y'all kicked the field goal,
it was somewhere in there.
No, I'm looking right at it. After y'all kicked the field goal, they had the ball next, and then it says right here, it's an incomplete short down the middle. It was a 3rd and 10, and then they punted. It was 3-3 at that time.
It was 2nd and 12 right here at the 41. It was the drive after we punted.
After y'all punted, right?
You know, from a team that don't punt a lot, I see a lot of punts. That's all I'm saying.
And look, that was
my bad.
And that was like, I feel like it was a momentum, like, you know what I mean? Like, because the defense got to stop. We're like, oh, snap, they got to stop. And then we dropped that pass. I do think, like, the secondary is garbage, man. I've been complaining about the secondary. And look, Mark, my guy, all right? But I'm going to say this on air. Mark is higher than me on the defense. And every time our defense get cooked, I text him. And Mark don't respond. I would say Juice getting cooked. He don't respond. St. Juice getting cooked. He don't respond. Because St. Juice be getting cooked, bro. Like, I remember I was high on St. Juice that one year, and I was like, he's gonna be. And then the next year, last year, he was terrible. So I'm out on St. Juice. And this year, he's been bad. And Mark always try to talk me into it. Nah, bro, he's getting cooked. That one drive when y'all.
St. Juice is your Dak Prescott?
No.
You sound like you and Mark sound like me and one.
Hey, look. I didn't want to cut you off, but I was going to say, you mean he was high on St. Juice, the best secondary in the NFL year?
All right. We're not going to revisit that rabbit hole, right? But look, like that one drive when y'all took it all the way down from like that 5-yard line. St. Juice,
yeah.
it was St. Juice that whole drive. 3 big plays on St. Juice. The pass interference, the holding, Zay Flowers is cooking this dude. You know, so but you know, like Ravens they're a good team. They were at home. Like Carl and Chris said, Ravens are known for when the build-up is like when somebody's coming to Baltimore and the build-up is huge, like as an MVP candidate, they normally torture them. Brock Purdy, Josh Allen, and they normally torture them. I feel like Jaden Daniels handled the music very well. Jaden Daniels made some incredible throws. I mean, we talking about if these throws weren't on the money, 2 touchdowns wouldn't be there because 1 touchdown was on 3rd down and 1 other touchdown was on 4th down. The one he threw to Terry on the back of the end zone, that was a veteran throw. He looked off the safety, and then it was an anticipated throw, so he had to throw it before Terry got to the spot. Terry catch and get both feet down. Then the 4th down throw. Woo! That thing was nice, man.
You couldn't place a better ball. And to have the wherewithal to throw back shoulder, because I don't think it was initially supposed to be back shoulder.
It's supposed to be a back shoulder fade.
No, but I think he threw. It was supposed to be a back shoulder to the pylon. He threw back shoulder to the front pylon.
Exactly. Because as soon as the ball hiked, you saw Terry like looking like this, and then he pumped, and then he threw it to the lower pylon. That's what Terry awareness to man, and that catch was crazy. So what I saw from Jaden Daniels, man, it is still more confidence in me to like, yo, like we got us a dog, because there were multiple times. One time, 2 best defensive players, Kyle Hamilton, right before he throws the ball, he's standing right in that pocket. Kyle Hamilton smacked on, threw it right on the money, got up. Roquan too, still right in that pocket, threw it, get smacked, get right back up. So he showed a lot of heart out there. I like what I saw for him, but this defense is so frustrating, man. Because and Dan Quinn is frustrated too. I could just listen to him in the press conference. He just like they had a game plan in place. They knew what was going on. Sound familiar? No. But like I feel like our front 7 did good, and then when Jonathan Allen got injured and came out the game, I feel like that's when Derrick Henry really started killing us. You know, Derrick Henry had his couple of moments in the first half, but we did a good job on Derrick Henry throughout the whole game. But I also know Derrick Henry, as the game goes on, he wears you down.
I wasn't even going to go there. I was going to go more so because even though Derrick Henry got a lot of big chunks, a lot of them weren't up the middle. A lot of them were on toss plays to the outside. So Jonathan Allen, excuse me. Oh my God. Jonathan Allen wouldn't have really affected that anyway.
But Jonathan Allen was there even on the counters. If you watch, he was.
But on toss plays, I don't think he's going to affect those as much. Counters, because you got a counter step, cut back, and then the guard's got to pull. You can disrupt it that way. You can
I got you.
blow up the gap that way. But on counter play, on toss plays, you got to get to the outside quick. And I don't think.
I got you. But then also that's a factor too, because y'all start running up the middle, right? But like I feel like he killed us, and in the back end of the game, and I feel like that injury was bad for us, and he's out for the season too. And then you got some fans like throwing the parade because he hurt, because other guys got opportunity. I don't like that. You know what I mean? Jonathan Allen is one of our leaders on the team. He's our Terry McLaurin on defense. He's been here. Nah, man. I think we should keep Jonathan Allen. He's getting double teamed literally every play. You know what I mean? So I gotta give him respect for that. But I feel like the result of the game doesn't tell. I feel like the game was pretty lopsided. I'm not gonna lie, but the score shows like the fight in the team, because I feel like watching that game, bro, I feel like the Ravens couldn't not get stopped. Like I feel like they was going on the field with ease. You know what I mean? And we couldn't run the ball. We were literally one-dimensional that whole game. So Jaden Daniels had to be a quarterback. And he showed people that he's a quarterback. Like he 25 and 35, 269 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He got sacked 3 times. The first one was early in the first possession. And then he got sacked twice at the end of the game, because it's like trying to find like one of those sacks was because he tried to throw a screen, but it got covered, and he just took the L. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I can't remember who did it. I want to say it was Kyle, but that was a great play.
Yeah. So the Ravens did a good job, and then you can tell the Ravens also were like they treated this game like it was a big game. Yeah, I like watching the other Ravens games. I've seen every Ravens game this year. The Bills game and this game are the 2 games I watched that I felt like, this was a big game for us. We got to make sure we show up. You know, so, seriously, I'm not even taking a shot at the Ravens. I feel like they came prepared and ready to play this game.
Missed the game,
huh?
They needed to beat us too. They would have been 0-3. They needed that game.
Oh yeah, but they took the fourth. The gas went out in the second half.
But I get what Joe's saying. Joe's saying like hearing the noise and the build up and everything like that. It wasn't really. It was some noise with the Bills game, not the Bills game, with y'all game, but it wasn't really. The only noise from that was should it be time to panic?
Yeah,
that was really the only noise around the time from y'all game.
I think the noise for us was like the game of the week.
Think you talking about the disrespect towards the quarterback, like that.
Yeah,
that
we're not reaching like that. I'm talking about like the Bills game was the disrespect to the quarterback. That's number one. And
this one too.
No. Well, Ron Clark was the only guy. Everybody really was saying we're gonna lose. Everybody really picked us. But like, I think this game was built up as a game. Like it was the game of the week. And then everybody was like, "Oh man, like you got 2 MVPs." And then Jaden Daniels getting all this hype. You know what I mean? Like the Ravens just want to make a statement. So they did do a good job keeping him in the pocket. They did a great job keeping him in the pocket. But my man did good. And Terry McLaurin, man, he made me proud too. He was balling out there. Like after Chris called him a bum, called him mid. I forgot what he called him. But Zay Flower was cooking St. Jude, dog.
Like 5th receivers or something like that. Wide receiver 5s or something like that. I don't know.
But by the way, Carl, that interception Lamar did throw, I feel like that wasn't a good ball.
It was a ball where he tried to lead him away from the linebacker. Was it out like in his catch radius? Yes. Was it a little bit like I'll say this? He tried to lead him away from the linebacker. It was a little like out. He had to stretch for it because he did trying to lead him away.
He fell trying to stretch for it.
Yeah.
And then my man Mike got them hands. Y'all lucky I wasn't in the chat. I would have put my Mike from Michigan video, but I wasn't in the chat about it.
Mike got burnt up by Zay Flowers. Don't forget.
No, he did because they help your tight end. so just say that he did get burned up 1-on-1. It was for the help your tight end. When
on a dig route in the middle of the field.
That was him or that was St. Jude's?
No, Mike got 1 too.
Oh, I don't remember that. I do remember that one on 3rd down when he got caught by the tight end, and then he went across the middle. But that's all I got, man. Shout out to the Ravens. They won the game. My dad called me to my son. He a little boy. I'm like, Dad, you said y'all gonna blow us out. Y'all won by 7. He a little boy. All right, Dad. All right, bro.
You know you're gonna get trash talk, especially when you say y'all gonna beat us by double digits. I don't know if you told him that, but you told me that.
I ain't telling that.
So you told me that, so you know.
Oh yeah. By the way, but before time, by the way, listen, y'all. It was a tough game. Like I said, I got bumps and bruises on my face, man. It was Tomo. Look, Tomo. You see my face? This from the game yesterday. I shot 0 free throws. I was getting crushed, and they weren't calling nothing. Something like the pass interference call. But go ahead. All
right, so look.
Hold, Carl. Before you go, I just gotta make some announcements right quick. So the Chargers, they signed a veteran cornerback Eli Apple.
You're petty.
He got signed.
You're petty.
All right.
You're petty.
We doing the chats, man. I was just letting the people know the news, man.
You're petty. But all right, so if you think I'm about to come on here and bash the Commanders, no, I'm not about to do that. It was a really good game. I am going to get a little bit of my trolls off because, you know, Joe brought up the Bengals game and how the Bengals scored first, the Commanders took the lead and never looked back, never gave up the lead. Well, that's what happened Sunday with the Ravens and the Commanders. Commanders got the turnover. Commanders scored first. We take the lead. Y'all tied it, but we never gave that lead back up, though. We never gave it back up. JD played phenomenal. I do have to correct one thing I said in the chat. I when we was going back and forth after the game, I said, you said JD wouldn't get his career high. Did he get it? I don't think so. He actually did. So shout out to JD. He actually got his career high. He got 268, which is the most he's thrown for this year.
269.
Let's get it. I told you.
So shout out to him. I just looked. So yeah, shout out to him. Joe was right about that. But I do got something for Javon. Because Javon liked to say that we got cooked on the panel Friday. But just because I don't throw out numbers, just because I talk about philosophy and stuff, don't mean I got cooked. Joe did a good job. He held his own against us in the panel. He threw out them numbers. It was good. But a lot, not, I won't say a lot, but things that I said did happen. Ravens defense elevated. They did not reach their average. They were the only team in the NFL to average 30 points. I believe at like 31 points, I'm correct?
31, I think.
31.
Yeah. Yep, they averaged 31. They did not get their average. We held them to 23. We didn't hold them to 17. I thought 31-17. I thought I had a pretty good score prediction of 31-17. The final score was 30-23. I'm 1 point off of the Ravens, 6 off the Commanders. I thought that was a pretty decent guess, might I say. We stopped the run. I said we was going to stop the run. Derrick Henry got a slow start. They did a good job on Derrick Henry in the beginning. But like I said on the pregame panel, it's tough when you got to tackle that man over and over and over and over again. He finished with 130, $132, I believe, and 2 touchdowns. So, I mean, I get it. I didn't throw out the numbers. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. But when I spoke philosophy. I spoke things like that, and it happened. With the first blitz that we sent Kyle on, came untouched and sacked JD. Well, he didn't. I think he sacked him. I can't remember if he sacked him or JD got it out quick, but it was like an incomplete pass. And JD got lucky too. Darius Washington, I need you on the jugs because JD threw you a clear pick and you dropped it, and that led to the touchdown. So I'm gonna need you to get on the jugs. No, y'all got a field goal. Y'all got a field goal.
That was third down. Yeah.
Y'all got a field goal. Y'all got a field goal. But either way, that erases that field goal. So get on the jugs, Darius. This one thing should have killed. It should have killed y'all, but it didn't kill y'all. It kind of. Dan Quinn calling them 2 timeouts after the 2-minute warning in the first half. I don't understand the thought process because y'all called the timeouts. Got us the third down, but y'all couldn't stop us for real. And so we got the first down, and now what we should have did was, y'all want to kill Harbaugh for this. I'm actually with you on this. I don't know why we were still going tempo. We should have bled the clock. We should have made it to where now we solely have the ball before going into halftime. Y'all don't even get a chance to get the ball, but what do? We run tempo. We score with like 50-something seconds left, and JD actually drives into field goal range. Didn't even have to use the timeout, by the way. Drives in the field goal range, but we blocked the field goal. But, again, that shouldn't happen. Once we got the first down after they burned them 2 timeouts and didn't stop us, we should have been hiking the ball with like 5 to 10 seconds left on that play clock because we still had our timeouts. So,
I'm gonna cut you off. Y'all were trying to burn the clock out, and then y'all threw the ball. They threw an incompletion in the end zone. That's what happened.
Tempo. If you look again when we hiked the ball, I think we hiked the ball with like 20-something seconds left on the play clock. We didn't after
running the ball. We called timeout though.
No, after we got the first down, y'all didn't call timeout because y'all was saving it for if y'all get the ball back. If you look again, y'all burned 2 timeouts, and then on third down with 1 timeout, we got the first down.
Okay.
Y'all didn't burn it.
Okay.
I kept it, and we went tempo.
I got you.
We shouldn't have went tempo. I even said in the chat, I'm like, all right, bet. They wasted the timeouts. They killed themselves. Let's burn the clock, YouTube. Let's burn the clock. Make sure we are the last ones to touch this ball because they get ball come out of half. Did not do that. It almost didn't hurt y'all. Well, it should have hurt y'all, but it didn't. And then we blocked the field goal. So I guess it was no harm, no foul there. Big momentum swing was holding y'all to a field goal out of halftime. Because I feel like if y'all had scored a touchdown out of halftime, new ball game, gave y'all new life, I feel like it'd have been a way harder game to win. Another thing that helped us, how many times did the Commanders punt all year prior to the game? I believe the answer was 8. 8 times coming into this game. How many times did the Commanders punt this game? 3. This what's that, about 40? I ain't too good with fractions like that. That's the easy ones, but it's almost 50%. One more punt would have been 50%. That would have been a 50% of what they punted in the regular season so far. So in 5 weeks, Commanders punted 8 times.
We punt more against the Buccaneers, but go ahead.
That's cool. It's even more than my point.
No, I'm laughing at Mark.
They punted 3 times against us. The Ravens only punted once. We had a turnover and 1 punt. So again, I told you. Now, I never said that Jada Daniels was going to look trash against us. We going to hold him to 150 yards. He ain't going to do nothing. I never said that. I always give respect to Jada Daniels because I like Jada Daniels. He's one of my guys coming out of college. But I did say this defense was going to look better. I did say this defense was going to show up. And to hold a team that was been on a crazy touchdown or scoring streak, we'll just say scoring streak, to make them punt 3 times. One drive, they got no yards. No yards, 3 and out, instant. I just find it hard to say I got cooked after the fact. But so great game nonetheless.
Hold on. You just counting JD snaps, right?
What you mean? Pass it?
All right, we put it twice against the Browns. So like 3, I mean, I guess you. I guess you're a series better than the Browns.
No, more than a series better than the Browns because 1, they didn't score. They didn't score for. They scored a touchdown late in the game when it was over. No, don't do that.
They did what? Wait, they did what?
Yeah, garbage time. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Garbage time touchdown.
They actually. So when the Commanders played them, they didn't score a touchdown till when?
No,
I
they
don't know the
scored.
time.
Just over to in the game. Yeah.
So that's what y'all did. I'm just talking about another team. Go ahead,
Oh, you talking about
Mr. 47. I'm talking about Mr. 47. Because
Wait, what?
Deshaun Watson looked like a young quarterback the other day against another team, but we just saying.
I'm still lost, but I'm gonna let you get that off.
Because you only watched the Browns Eagles game. That's why.
No, I watched some of it. I had AJ Brown for a touchdown in that game.
That's all I'm saying.
But yeah, shout out to Commanders, man. They played a good game. I'm not going to sit here and say like we stomped them. They tried. No, good game. We did dominate, though. I will say that. I felt like we did dominate. I do feel like I agree with Joe. The 7-point game doesn't show how well of a game we played, but it just also shows, like Joe said, the fight they had and how good Jaden Daniels and his offense can be. Again, going back to the touchdown that Terry had, that was first of all. Did you hear Terry narrate that touchdown, Joe? He said he got out the huddle, and depending on the leverage of the cornerback, he was going to give him like a little shake, JD a shake, to let him know he's running a fade. And he saw the leverage, and that's what happened. So it was basically at an adjustment at the line. So he gave him a little fake slant release, went to a little fade ball, gave him the look like he going back in zone, and then Jaden threw a back shoulder to the lower pylon. It was it's just the beauty of football. That's what that play was. Beautiful football.
Man.
Brandon Stevens, I will say that if you're going to be press technique that close, you got to get your hands on him. You can't just not touch him. I get it. You probably play bail, but you're at it's 4th and go at the 6. You got to get hands on him. But
that was still a good defense.
It was, but you got to get hands on him. You got to disrupt the timing because we sent the blitz.
Facts.
So you got to disrupt the timing.
Facts.
You got to get your hands on it, disrupt the timing. But great game. Commanders, y'all do look good this season. I hats off to y'all, man. That's all I can say. But we got the W. Y'all had to take that bus ride. Like I said, y'all the Migos, man. Y'all was happy, dancing, all that, coming up to M&T. Sad faces. Looking sad going back down to the land of the Moes, which I currently reside, by the way. But go ahead.
But before you go, Tomo, the team was they were not, because every reporter kept saying, "How do you feel about being close with the Ravens?" Nobody was content with that. Everybody wanted to win, which I like to hear. And also, everybody understand that Dan Quinn made a message after the game was like, "These are the type of games you want to be in, not." Now you gonna blow teams out, but these are the games you have to like feel and be a part of. I know it's all right. Be a part of.
Leave and get real phone. You looking real unfamiliar, granddad.
So, these are games you want to be a part of because we gotta learn how to win in these games. You know what I mean? These close games. Now we were in this game versus the Bengals. We were in this game versus the Giants, like I would say, but the Ravens were like the superior team. And they were playing with the lead, you know, and we didn't have all of our stuff going. I would say the Bengals game, our running game wasn't working either. But, like, that's why I'm mad B-Rock got hurt, because I ain't want us to fall into that statistic of being rushed for, like, they rushed more than 100 yards than us. Like, they did every other team. I was like, nah, that ain't going to happen to us. And B-Rock, I was like, dang. I like Austin Eckler, but I don't think right now he's an every down back. You know, he even said himself, he don't want to play all those snaps. He want to be able to share snaps. So, but like Carl said, man, like last year we played the Eagles and we lost that close game in overtime, and that was like, man, I felt good even though we lost. This one feels better because the anticipation of this game, like it wasn't like, I feel like that Commanders team snuck up on the Eagles, where we were coming in loud to the Ravens then, and this is the result we got. And our second receivers is Noah Brown and Zacchaeus. Like you know what I mean? Like
Eagle and a Cowboy. Look at this. Look at this, bro. I'm telling you.
You feel me? So
the universe don't make sense.
That just speaks volume. My guy JD5 is like that man. He gonna be Tomo, man. Sorry, man. Yeah, I see him twice a year, bro.
Hey, Mark, cry about it.
Hey, I tell you like everybody else been saying. Holla at me next year when we got our film on this young kid. All right. Have your moment, enjoy it. Y'all doing y'all thing. Like Carl said, y'all playing good. I'm happy for a select few of fans. I didn't get posted in no memes yesterday outside of the Cowboys, you know, outside of everybody that's from Detroit saying, how about them Cowboys? But as far as Commanders fans, I ain't hear a word from y'all. I'm just saying, it felt good. It felt good. Leave me alone.
I sent you some on Twitter.
You a Detroit fan.
But I'm
not on Twitter. I gotta go look at that.
I'm rocking with my mother, but go ahead.
It don't matter. It don't matter. Not you, not rocking with your mother. Not that. I'm talking about you.
I told y'all got me lasagna for free this week. I appreciate y'all.
Do your thing, man. I don't know why. What's going on with my teams and feeding Carl? Like that's a thing this year.
Appreciate y'all.
Like we really neighbors at this point. I'm just giving my man meals and everything. He got Sunday dinners, Saturday dinners. But I just want to ask one question, Joe. What was Frankie?
Huh?
Frankie Louisville. It was one play where he missed a tackle. I think it was on Derrick Henry stepped on one play.
Frankie was going crazy a few games. I just wanted to bring him up because
his name was pass rusher, man. It's kind of hard when you're a pass rusher going against Lamar.
His name was brought up on the.
I do want to say too, your boy kept saying Bobby Wagner when he see Lamar.
Yeah.
I thought about that when he made that tackle on open field. I did.
Bro, Bobby Wagner played a good game, bro.
He did.
Nobody get past him.
He did. I thought about that.
Yeah, like he had a right in the center. We saw what happened to Shiloh. We saw what happened to him. But my man Bobby was like, and got him. I was like, let's go. So yeah, but Roquan was, I don't know, like Roquan, it wasn't noisy either. I just want to say that.
Wait, I just wanted to ask about Frankie.
Hold on. Time out. We're going to talk about the Bobby Wagner play. We got to talk about that pursuit angle on JD because that was a great pursuit angle on third down.
You doing on third down?
Yeah.
My man still got like 4 yards on that.
He came from the other side of the field.
No, he had leverage, and JD had to try to give him a hop step to get past him.
Yeah, he came from the other side of the field. If you can still take a bad angle, JD got him. He had to take a great pursuit angle.
I'm not going to give him too much credit for that, though. Like I would with Bobby.
Bobby made a great open field play too.
Yeah,
but that was a great pursuit angle by Roquan.
Like it was Lamar and Bobby 1-on-1. He was dancing with Bobby 1-on-1. Bobby was like, "Nah, bro, I ain't going to
come in the mix."
Bobby heard the show. He said, "Nah, I gotta get this tackle. I gotta get this tackle."
Bobby Wagner, man. Bobby Wagner, he's still playing at a high level. He really is.
Facts.
Well, I will say this, and I mean, Mark, you kind of alluded to it. That you see some growth when some of these coordinators leave a certain place, because one of those games, if I see a running back have 24 carries for 132 yards and 2 touchdowns, the score is going to look like what it did in the Lions game. However, you all found a way to keep it contained and actually score back and forth. So that showed some progression there. Another thing is your guy stood in the pocket and stood tall. I mean, it would have been nice to see both running games go back and forth because, again, that was another talk of the whole dynamic between the two teams is how both quarterbacks and running backs are doing their thing as far as rushing. They say Lamar stepped up into what is he now? Let me see he moved into second in his career rushing amongst QBs. So he's doing this thing there. Yep. So he's doing this thing there. And then again, shout out to Derrick Henry with the 132 yards. Now Derrick Henry, he became always that, man. I gotta find me another team.
Dang,
I gotta do a rebrand.
This whole game is just like
I gotta do a rebrand.
Could have been a Cowboy.
Could have been and was a Cowboy. That's all I'm gonna say. But he the first player to rush for a TD in each of the first 6 games since LT in 05. So this was a historic matchup. I'm kind of mad y'all not in the same division, so we can't see this twice. But hats off to both you guys, man. We got to see the Commanders come. Excuse me? What you playing, Madden?
What are you talking about? I'm just saying Mike. I said Mike. We might see him twice. That's all I'm saying.
I ain't playing Madden. All right, but yeah, hats off to y'all, man. Y'all been balling. Now, see who y'all got up next, Carl.
Dang, I just looked at the schedule. Oh, Tampa Bay Monday night.
Okay, and then you all got the Panthers.
Then after Tampa Bay, we got Cleveland, and after Cleveland,
I'm calling now, Tomo. We might put up 40 on the Panthers.
I ain't mad at it. Do your thing.
JD gonna come back with revenges.
Do your thing. B-Rob might come back and try to go for 200.
40-9. Nah, our defense ain't that good.
Yeah, first things first. Commanders Nation, stop throwing out scores. Just go win the game. All y'all threw out a score,
Mark,
and it was.
You hear that, Mark?
Mark said 28. See how I look at the 31-21. It's gonna be a close game. They will kick a field goal at the end of the game.
Your score was closer than mine. I give you that. But
no, I said 31-21.
Now your score was closer than mine. I had 31-17.
Yeah, but I was 9 points off of yours and 8 points from mine.
Oh yeah, I'm tripping.
Yeah. So you were closer. Mark said 28 in the first half.
Mark said 28 and a half, 40 at the end of the game.
Mark was watching the wrong game. He was talking about the Lions game.
I can't tell you what Mark was doing when he made those predictions.
He was thinking about Detroit and the Cowboys. That's the game he was thinking about, but he had his jersey on.
Nah,
he thought they was gonna be
their program ain't reached Mark. That's all it was.
Look at this guy. He know for a fact it's not gonna happen. But Cal, I just want to say this: y'all won, but y'all lost. like even though y'all won, y'all lost in my eyes. Like y'all won by 4 points. Even the Giants won by 6. Y'all only won by 4. And your boy screaming at the fans. Like, what's wrong with your boy? And just try to bring the kids to the press conference and lighten up the beating by the media.
Such a Sirianni answer right there. I knew it, bro. You can't.
Bro, it's the NFL. But it's the NFL. But if they lose to the Panthers.
You know what you said in the chat too, bro.
What you say?
I can't say that on air because I don't know if YouTube won't take it the wrong way. But he know what he said
about
the disability thing. He know what he said.
They were trying hard. They were throwing parade because Jalen Hurts didn't turn the ball over in 9 games. First time in 9 games, he turned the ball over. Still didn't score the first quarter. Guys, he see some points in the first quarter, bro.
Hey, hold on. Let's get to our last words. He did it again.
Yeah, he did it again. He definitely did. He got us. And he misspelled week, but he got us.
This how you know he's still up. He's like an old Commander fan. We're the only team to win in the East. That's like us when we beat the Broncos and everybody lost. All right.
Not like the Broncos when they keep winning. They keep winning. What's going on?
Dang, man. Hey, the last word is this, man. I never knew I'll see this day this soon. I knew I'll see it eventually, but this soon, like the Eagles looking like the old Commanders. Like, come on, man. Like every win they get, they celebrate now. Like, dang, like we the only team that won. Still number 3 in the division, right? Number 3 or number 2. They ahead of y'all now, Tomo?
Yeah, they're ahead. Because we 3-3. Dang. We had a bye week. Dang. No, they had a bye week.
Yeah, they had one last week.
And we had a bye week too, because they ain't play Eagles so good.
Who the Eagles got next? Oh, they got the Giants next week.
Every game they win, every game they play this season, I think the fans are like, bro, we got to do something. All right. This team is too good to be scraping off wins the way that, bro.
Bro, you missing it, not me. You right. All right, look. My last words is shout out to the Commanders, man. Bro, Jaden Daniels is the future, man. Well, he's the now, I should say. He's the now. I feel more confident we're gonna win the East. My shades might not come off the rest of the season. We got the Panthers next, and then we got the Chicago Bears. It's another good defense. I think they're second or third in turnovers.
You see Caleb.
Caleb. Well, everybody can say about my guy. Who y'all play? Who Caleb beat? Then he look good in.
A $55 million quarterback? Yeah, Caleb.
Talking about
they want to talk about.
Oh my gosh, Caleb do 4 touchdowns. Y'all see Caleb? When my guy do it, it's like who y'all play? All right, bro.
Welcome to FJA. Hey, I like that.
There you go.
No, I'm not gonna lie, Tomo. I'm not gonna lie.
That's our logo.
There are people in the media trying so hard to push Caleb right next to JD.
What do you think,
bro? Like, it's irritating me, dog.
Now you feel us. Now you feel us.
I don't even dislike Caleb, bro. But I'm like, yo, y'all.
Now you feel us. What do I say? I don't dislike Josh Allen. Now you get it.
It took for him to get a quarterback to have.
I'm not going to start at L.
We get all that. But as long as you get the mission statement, we cool.
That's it.
Bro, I'm like
literally our motto, man.
Bro, I'm like, all right, bro. So, but yeah, man, I'm excited about our QB. We have a great QB. I'm really excited about our coaching staff. I'm gonna say that our coaching staff, but our DBs, oh my goodness. I mean, we gotta be stuck with them the rest of the season. But next year we gotta address that, which I believe we will. Come on, Stephon Gilmore. Why you gotta go to the Vikings, man? Should have came to us. Sacramento Kings, man. DeRozan looking nice in the preseason. I feel like we're going to be one of the top teams. I think we can get home court advantage in the playoffs this year. I feel like we can be a really good regular season team. DeRozan brings another dynamic to our team that we did not have outside of De'Aaron Fox and Malik Monk. A guy who can get his own bucket on his own without the assistance of the offense on a consistent basis. So that's going to help us a lot. And shout out to the whole network, the R2L family, R2L network. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to Chris and Carl and Ty, the Ravens fans, for this battle all week. And we ain't got no Panthers fans in the chat. But I'll see the Eagles soon because they next on the list in the chat.
Yeah, I do play them first. Okay.
Yeah, Thursday night in Philly.
Ooh, I'm lit. I'm lit for that one.
That's going. Y'all might want to become a VIP member for that one.
Yes,
I
need all the Eagles fans show up.
Go ahead, Carl.
Hey, I don't want you saying I gotta watch kids. I gotta go to games. Take all that day. Ask your wife, hey, wifey, listen. I got an important day on this Thursday. I need to be on the show.
I took off for Michigan State, Michigan. Now it's a night game. I took off and now it's a night game. So I ain't had to take off. But
sorry. Also, you know, I don't really mention it because it's like a given. I mean, come on now. Texas #1 once again. I told y'all that we was gonna beat this game, win this game easily. Georgia, I'm gonna call it now. Let me see. 30. I think
before you finish that, do you want to come on the show?
I can make that happen.
There we go.
Hey, make sure
let me know.
Save your prediction.
Let me know when, and then I'll do it. I did see Skip Bayless here in this little Vanderbilt post. Texas, here we come. Can we knock out two? Oh, like Skip, go sit down, bro. Go sit down. We ain't Alabama, bro.
I mentioned that on the show. I did mention that.
You know, we ain't Alabama, so just chill.
Hey, Ricky, make sure you hit that subscribe button, man, and the notification bell.
Yes, sir.
And subscribe to the other shows that's in the description too. You got all the shows on that work.
My fellow Washington fan.
Oh, yeah, Wizards fan?
Nah, come on now. Did y'all know that? Y'all see that stat? The Wizards and the Commander got
slow your roll, neighbor. Slow your roll, neighbor.
Y'all see that stat? The Wizards and the Commander got the same amount of home wins since the All-Star break.
No, road wins, I think.
Road wins is All-Star break.
Go ahead, Carl.
All right, so as always, I appreciate y'all for having me. CTC will be back probably at the Monday Night Football just to go over Tuesday through Friday games. I gotta do part 1. Part 2 will be tomorrow. And then week 8 starts tomorrow. We got 3 Conference USA games tomorrow. Should be fun. Especially I think Louisiana Tech, New Mexico State. Should be a fun little night. Got college football from Tuesday to Saturday yet again. Shout out to my boys. We got the W. I always have faith in y'all. Calling Lamar by his name his name is La MVP. That's his first name, La MVP, because he's looking like he's about to win his 3rd. I know somebody asked, hey, who's the last MVP to win? Start 0-2. Hey, man, front runner in 4 weeks. That's all I got to say. Another thing I got to say, shout out Nevada Wolfpack. Shout out Coach Jeff Choate. Huge win against Oregon State. Great win by them boys. Lastly, Maryland lost. Oh, one more thing, my bad. MSU got Iowa at night. Michigan State got Iowa at night. We looking for revenge against them boys from last year. Let's get that job done, Michigan State.
He just threw that in.
I ain't gonna say last thing. Maryland lost. That wasn't even like that was to help you refresh your memory.
It kind of did.
I see.
We lost to Iowa last year, so I had to think about somebody else losing.
And it had to be them, huh?
Yep.
The way he said it was
you wanted them neighbors that let the tree grow over. We wanted.
This is your fault because you kept talking about them 2 wins in a row and you wouldn't leave me alone about them.
It ain't our fault.
Y'all got 2 wins in the entire series because we sucked.
I'm up.
Not no more. Not no more. Not no more. I'm up now.
Wasn't it a close game though? That last game I played.
Because Aiden Childs decides to throw to the opposite team.
No, because
he went down to the wire.
Maryland
because
defense.
Aiden Childs don't know what color jersey he plays in.
What my man say, Dak throw to the defense.
That's Aiden Childs, bro.
All right, man. My last word, so we can get on up out of here, man. It's almost time for us to go watch some Monday Night Football. But again, shout out to everybody. They are.
Yeah, they just scored a field goal.
Look at that front runner. Out of all the L's that I took over this weekend as far as my sports team, I got one victory today. We finally got Joe to understand what FJA mission statement was. He said it loud and clear without us even have to say it for the 15th millionth time. It's like, bruh, that's all we've been saying this entire time. And of course, FJA is just a pun that's in the chats. But if you want to join us, the one dude you found on Twitter. We got an outside member on Twitter too.
Yeah.
Oh, I think my boy A-Dub.
Yeah, we recruiting him.
Actually, no, I went to high school with bro.
Oh, see, there we go. And it's just like that. So FJA is back. I don't know if they're gonna have another club joining soon, but I'm gonna give them 2 years. I'm gonna give them 2 seasons. Because if somebody don't win Rookie of the Year this season, or let's say your guy does win Rookie of the Year, they still talking about Caleb. Like your man didn't win Rookie of the Year. It's just gonna keep growing. The animosity gonna be there, and he was like, you know what? Yep, with the burgundy jersey. I can't wait. But other than that, man, enjoy your wins while you can. Because I just took my first L in fantasy football. Sucks to be me right now.
Man, I'm injury real. There on James Cook not playing tonight, so I can't do nothing about it.
Ray Davis is starting for the Bills.
And well, we be back tomorrow, Joe. I know what team we talking about tomorrow because they found a way to get a little segment today. So y'all gonna have a whole segment tomorrow. Make sure you free.
You want to talk about Western Kentucky tomorrow?
Who you losing, Tomo? Tomo, who you losing?
Okay.
Oh!
And you know why though? Because Caleb Williams dropped 40 points, man.
Oh, okay, Cap. Okay, Cap. All right, y'all. That's all we have for y'all today, and we'll see y'all next episode.
Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.